Block over. It's going to be free coffee and hot chocolate, free hot dogs, free pastries. What else do you have there, Jim?
Jim, we got a lot of great things back at the block party. This is our second year for the block party. We've got everything is free at the block party. That's what makes it great. We've got free hot chocolate, coffee, juice for your kids, soda, water, whatever you want in that regard. We also have free pastries, tasty cake, Edmonds, Little Debbie, some of the representatives that step up and bring in some good stuff for the kids and everybody that comes back to the block party. Also, we have a great deal of door prizes. When you enter into the block party, you'll receive a ticket, and when we get back, we're going to be pulling door prize tickets. I've got about probably 50 different things to pull tickets for. Many of the businesses here in Hammonton stepped up and secured us some gift certificates, gift cards, and the like. We also have some iPods, DVD players, a lot of the things that you might want on your Christmas tree this year you can win tonight for free at the fire department. And last but not least, we will have photos with Santa Claus. We have our Christmas Wonderland at Fire Company number 1, sponsored by Ron's Garden World. We're set up in there. We'll get you lined up to take a photo with Santa. You can take as many as you wish. We'll mail out the photos this coming Monday, and you should have them for Wednesday, in plenty of time for the Christmas season.
Hey, John, I'd like to mention a few more of the folks who are cooperating with the Hammonton Fire Department to make this a success. Marcello's Pizzeria, of course, the Fire Company, Our Expressions, Flores, Petros's Big Top, Ron's Garden World, Sears of Hammonton, Shore Slurry, Showboat Casino, Superior Coffee, Tasty Cake, Trump Marina, Victory Bible Church, Wawa. We've got you covered Tent Company, and West End Engraving. We'll be mentioning these various names throughout the evening, and we're very thankful to these people for cooperating with the fire department to make this a huge success. And I believe, as I look to the right, John, that things are underway toward the White Horse Pike with the parade. It should be coming through shortly.
Absolutely, Jim. It looks like we're going to get started here probably in the next 5 to 10 minutes. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for the firemen in the streets working traffic along with the Hammonton Police Department to get everybody lined up and get them into downtown Bellevue here for the parade. In fact, I think we're going to cut to just so everyone knows, just a little housekeeping item. We have 2 cameras here tonight for our first annual broadcast of the Fire Department Christmas Parade. Camera number 1 is myself and Jim. You'll see us doing our commentating. And from time to time, we'll cut to our second camera, which is a view of Bellevue Avenue. And you can get a great look at all the different parade entrants and a lot of the different things here for the parade.
Where does the parade start? At the school, John, on Liberty Street?
Yeah, the parade actually starts, we have everybody register at the Hammonton Middle School on North Liberty Street, and then we get everybody lined up. The great thing about North Liberty is it's a very wide street. We usually put fire trucks on one side and everyone else on the other. It takes about a dozen people. We get everybody out there, make sure it's safe, line everybody up. And then when Liberty Street turns into a one-way, we line everybody up single file, and they get to meet the chiefs at the intersection of Bellevue and North Liberty, and then they make their way down here.
You have an idea how many fire companies are coming in tonight?
You know, it's great, Jim. We get a lot of people from out of town, and in the fire service, mutual aid is one of the cornerstones. The mutual aid agreements in different counties and across South Jersey are when other fire departments help people maybe in one town over or 2 towns over in the event of a major house fire. That's why a lot of times you'll see, if we have a fire in Hammonton, you'll see our friends from Elwood, the rest of Mullica Township, you'll see Winslow Township, you'll see Indian Mills. We bring in a lot of different people for a lot of things. I know when I was touring with the judges earlier, we saw Cecil Fire Company, Malaga Fire Company, the guys from West Berlin are coming down, they called me. We've got a lot of people that come down. So it's really good. It's good to see the other fire companies come out. It's a good event. It's a popular event. It's a real good event for everybody, Jim.
Well, it's also nice for the people to know that there's no relaxation on fire protection during the parade.
Not at all, Jim. We actually have a dedicated duty crew of firefighters that are in charge of just that, the duty crew, keeping track of, in the event that there is a fire here, that they can handle it quickly. It appears they've just handed me the registered list of who's coming tonight, Jim. Let's take a look.
Okay. Well, this is your department here. You're very familiar with all these guys. I'm sure you meet them at the regional meetings, John.
Certainly, Jim. In the fire service, we usually run into each other every September, usually late September or October, at the annual convention in Wildwood, which is a great time for us. Some of the people we have here: Farmington Volunteer Fire Company, the Hammonton Assembly of God Church, Victory Bible Church, Hammonton Grotti, which is actually just behind us to the left, the Trenton AOH Pipe Band, Stars Baseball, the Folsom Fire Department, and many others. Jim, if you want to take a look at that, I'm going to check in with the fire chief and see if we can't get started here in the next few moments.
Well, let's see, this list they just gave us, many of these people will be in the parade, I'm sure. Cub Scout Pack number 58, Folsom Fire Company. Louis Bernardo Sr., it says here. Eagle 2, West Berlin Fire Department. Ed Lovell, New Jersey Forest Fire Service. Jimmy Curcio. Also the Nesco Fire Company. Girl Scout Troop number 5713. The Dorothy Rescue Squad. Somerdale Fire Department. We'll also be hearing from Heritage Assisted Living. Weymouth Fire Company. Elwood Fire Company. Station 160, it says. The Galloway Township EMS, Garden Crown Fancy Brigade, Cecil Fire Company, Dance Magic, Hammonton Rescue Squad, and folks from the Hammonton Airport. So it looks like we have a nice lively parade. We should be getting underway. What's the latest?
Looks good, Jim. I just spoke with the fire chief, a little bit of an update. The parade has made its way onto Bellevue Avenue and we'll be heading our way. Should be here in about 5 minutes. The parade is now on Bellevue and will be on its way down to us for everyone to enjoy. Looks like the crowd's actually gotten a little bit bigger here on Bellevue Avenue.
Well, maybe we can span out and see some
Sure,
of these people.
certainly. We can span and see the people that are on the street here, get an idea of how many folks actually came out to brave the cold.
Yeah. Again, folks, we remind you, following the parade, there's going to be a block party, which is sponsored by the Hammonton News and Adams, Raymond, and Hagen. There's going to be free coffee and chocolate, free hot dogs, pastries. Won't cost you a penny. Free giveaways and prizes, door prizes. There'll be iPods, DVD players, free Santa pictures, Christmas movie in the tent, indoor seating, plenty of parking, Christmas music, and they're going to award the parade trophies and cash prizes.
That's one of the things, Jim, it's good that you mentioned about the movie. Actually, if you come back to the block party, you can actually watch The Grinch That Stole Christmas. We have a tent set up, courtesy of We Got You Covered Tents here in Hammonton, and we've partnered with the Hammonton Swim Club to set up a great movie setup. We have the chairs set up similar to a movie theater. It's a heated tent. It's really nice. You can sit down, have your hot chocolate, have a little something to eat, and watch The Grinch That Stole Christmas. Jim, let's take this opportunity while we're waiting for the parade to arrive. Let's take this opportunity and go over our panel of judges. Let's see, to your left is Susan Leiser from the Hammonton News, friend of the fire department, sponsor of the Christmas parade. Glad to have Susan back. To her left, it's going to be Joseph Giraldo, Vice President of the Hammonton Board of Education. We partner with the school in a variety of things in the logistics of this parade, and it's good to have Joe back with us. To Joe's left is Captain Jones of the Hammonton Police Department. We've been notified earlier that Chief Engineer was ill and could not make it, so Captain Jones is here in his stead. We're glad to have him. Mayor DiDonato is also on the judges panel. However, I believe he'll be walking up at the beginning of the parade. He should be here very, very soon. And folks, you know, Jim, I think we should mention Fire Chief Emeritus Jack Donio. If you've read in our pullout in the Hammonton News, Jack is recovering from an illness. He is here with us tonight, folks. You won't see him from the camera, but in front of me on the street, on the judges panel, Jack is here. He is here. He is judging the parade tonight, and we're glad to have him. We went through a bit of a scare with Jack. He had some serious health problems that he's recovering from, and we're glad to have him back here with us at the fire department.
Well, Jack's an old Rosedale boy, and he's one of my best friends. And Jack, it's good to have you around here tonight. I can't see you from over the top of the stand, but I'll be down to shake your hand before the evening's out.
Certainly, Jim, certainly. It's good to have Jack here. It's good to have everybody here tonight to enjoy the 9th Annual Hammonton Fire Department Christmas Parade. We're going to take a break, folks, for about 5 minutes until the parade gets down to a little bit closer, and we'll continue with the action. you should see the crowd, right?
Look. Hey, Jimmy!
Yeah, okay, you're going to see me in about 2 seconds.
Hey, Jack, how you doing, buddy? They got me blocked off. I was going to come down and see you before the night's out. Hey, you warming up down there?
Father? Got it.
Tell us before we go on, won't you?
Just keep an eye, boy.
I'll see you when I need you.
I'll be with you.
Tubby's wife, Marion?
My friends are calling me. What's his name?
They don't
Like that.
big, you know, but I like having them here. We get to see them all the time.
My daughter, she's not saying, don't get the mic back on.
We don't even need that wireless, you're right.
Hey, Phil,
I go with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, it's coming through really good. I like good. Hey, next year we're gonna put a roof on this. We're gonna put plexiglass sides on it and a roof.
When I come back next year.
We're gonna shrink wrap it over the winter, and then we're gonna do that. It should be good.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, you ought to see what I got underneath here.
Last year he wasn't. He just could get him right out of
I
here.
got violent till next year. Yeah, quarter short. I went out halftime. I had another jacket.
Chris, can you find out where they are exactly? Packard?
Pratt.
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 Ford? Not Ford. Take Ford. It's gotta be Packard.
Pack.
Packard.
All right, Nick.
Welcome back, folks. We're back here live, the 9th annual Hammonton Volunteer Fire Department Christmas Parade, a Dr. Seuss Christmas. I'd like to welcome you all back to Bellevue Avenue this year for the Christmas Parade. My name's John Lyons. I'm the Christmas Parade Chairman, member of the Hammonton Volunteer Fire Department. I'm joined here tonight with a man who needs no introduction, Mr. Jim Rodeo, formerly of WRDR. Jim.
That's a long time ago, yeah. Yeah. Joe Girallo just said it goes back to the WNJH days. So
Much before me, Mr. Rodeo, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Well, it looks as though the parade is at this point around Packard Street, so that's about 3 blocks from here. And I would assume that within the next 10 minutes, we're going to have a lot of action here in downtown Hammonton. I'm sure the judges are all ready to make their judgment on the various entities in the parade. And we'd like to again remind you folks, those of you, because the crowd has built up pretty big now, that the block party is sponsored by the Hammonton News and Adams, Raymond, and Hagen. And following the parade, everyone is invited back to Fire Company number 1, which is right across the railroad track from Bellevue Avenue. Take a left 1 block away, and free coffee and hot chocolate, free hot dogs. What else do you have there tonight, John?
Oh, Jim, it's good that you bring up the block party. The block party is a great thing. It's something we started last year after the 8th annual Christmas parade. The block party, the great thing about it is it's a totally free event. Everyone is welcome back to Fire Station number 1. it's a good thing for the holidays. A lot of people visit with friends and visit with families and have company over. And the block party is a nice thing for the fire department, where we invite everybody, residents of Hammonton, people that come to the parade, people that participate in the parade, back to one of our houses. We have two: Fire Station number 1 at Front and Passmore, Fire Station number 2 on the Black Horse Pike. It's good to invite everybody back to our house for a little bit of hospitality. Some of that hospitality on a cold night like tonight, we've got hot chocolate, hot coffee, plenty of food, tasty cakes, Edmonds Bakery, Little Debbie Bakery. We have a lot of good things for people to have, a lot of good food. We also have free photos with Santa. That's a great feature for the kids. They can sit down in our Christmas Wonderland. It's a room. It's all set up with poinsettias and trees. We get that put together for us by Ron's Garden World. They're a great friend of the fire department. They set that up for us, and you get your photo with Santa. We'll mail it out to you, and you can have it by Wednesday of next week. Additionally, we do giveaways. We hand out tickets at the door. Make sure you get your ticket at the door at the block party. And we have several different giveaways this year. We've got iPods, DVD players, gift certificates, a lot of different gifts to give out to people, Jim. It's a great thing. It's a way of the fire department to give back to those people that come out, because we enjoy seeing everybody out here. And just before looks like the parade's going to be here shortly, just want to take a few moments to acknowledge our judges panel. To Mr. Rodeo's left is Susan Leiser, editor of the Hammonton News, Joe Girallo, Vice President, Hammonton Board of Education, Captain Robert Jones, representing the Hammonton Police Department, and Mayor John DiDonato. He's actually walking in the parade. He should be back up here with us soon. And last but not least, Fire Chief Emeritus Jack Donio, who's also joining us here tonight.
Nice to have you with us, Jack. Let's have a big round of applause for Jack down front. He's one of the great Hammontonians.
It's good to see. Good to see Jack back here with us. He's recovering from an illness. We're glad to have him back. I've just been advised by some firefighters volunteering here in the street working traffic, along with the Hammonton Police, that we are now at 3rd Street, Jim. Looks like
won't be long now.
We're going to be let off. We're leading off this year with a traditional Hammonton representative from the Hammonton Police, the Hammonton Fire Department, and the Hammonton Rescue Squad. It's something we kind of start out with our local stuff first, and then work in a lot of the visitors. We get visitors far and wide at the Christmas parade. A lot of fire companies and EMS agencies from outside of Hammonton, in addition to all the other civic groups that come down to Hammonton to visit us for the Christmas parade.
By the way, John, we'd like to congratulate all the folks along Bellevue Avenue. There are many parties, and it's becoming bigger and bigger each year. I know we've had at our home on Bellevue Avenue many years. We've had big parties. This year we're invited to our neighbors, Dominic Gervais and his wife and family, and I'll be going over there after the parade.
It's great, Jim. It's really great to see all the liveliness here on Bellevue Avenue. All the businesses here on Bellevue are open. A lot of people are having house parties on Bellevue, as you said. It's really great to see everybody out here to enjoy the Christmas parade with us. It's funny, as I sit here in the judges stand on Bellevue Avenue, I look across the street to what's now Baskets by Ferreras. But long before I thought of being a firefighter, that was Fire Station number 1. That was originally Fire Station number 1 here in downtown, and I believe back in the late 60s, Jim, they broke ground at Front and Passmore and moved us out there. It's a lot of history here in downtown Hammonton. It's a good place to be.
Well, anybody from my era just remembers the great fire department we had. A nice warm night, you drive through downtown Hammonton, you see the fire guys out front. That was right in the center of town. The fire department and the sweet shop down the other block. Certainly.
A lot of things I'm sure everybody would enjoy these days. I just want to take a brief second and talk about the amount of work that goes into this parade. Although I handle the chairmanship of the parade, there's about 25 people that have been coming to meetings every Monday night since October to get this parade going to what it is. There's dozens of businesses, individuals, and people that step up and volunteer and help us out. Not to mention the entire fire department's on the street tonight. The entire Hammonton Police Department's on the street tonight. There's a lot of people that do a lot of hard work to put this parade on, Jim, and it's good that they should be recognized. Looks like the parade's just about here, Jim. I think the folks at home are now seeing a Hammonton police car decorated for Christmas, looks like inside. Followed up by the Trenton AOH Pipe Band.
Well, John, you're the play-by-play man here, so we're going to look to you for the identification of a lot of the folks in the parade. and we're certainly very familiar with the entrance because you're the man who and your committee have put this together. And they're just about here to our right. You may hear the music in the background. And for those of you looking at home, you'll be able to, get out on Bellevue Avenue, see the Hammonton Parade, the Hammonton Christmas Parade, and I think it's going to be another great spectacle.
It's going to be great. Thanks, Jim. Looks like our first entrant here after the Hammonton Police Cruiser. It's like I said, the Trenton AOH Pipe Band. These guys come all the way from Trenton, actually. They're from all over South Jersey. One of them is a former Hammonton resident. They reached out to us and wanted to come down and perform. It's good to have them here. It's great to have bagpipers here. It's a real entertaining thing for people.
Folks, let's give them a big round of applause as they come by here. Let's hear it.
Let's hear a round of applause, folks, for our Hammonton Police and the Trenton AOH Pipe Band. Following the pipe band, folks, we've got Hammonton's Engine 95. This is one of our newer fire engines. We have it decorated for this year's parade, folks. It takes a lot of work. In addition to doing all this, the fire department spends time decorating its own trucks to really bring out the Christmas spirit in people. You'll often see us driving through Hammonton with Santa Claus as the holidays get closer. I'm sorry, Jim, I stand corrected. This is actually Hammonton Engine 99. We have several different pieces, and from the distance I couldn't tell. Thank you for the horn there, guys. It's good to have you with us. Following Engine 99, Jim, it looks like this is our first entrant. I can see that they've taken our theme of Dr. Seuss Christmas to heart, and they've got quite a bit of decoration on their float. As it gets a little bit closer, we can get a better idea of what they've got going on here.
A lot of work went into this one.
Oh, look at the lights, Jim. It's really great. There's a lot of great things on this float. Looks like... doesn't appear that this float's participating in our judging this year. However, it looks like Whoville. It's Whoville, folks, taking the Dr. Seuss theme. It's Whoville from the hit Dr. Seuss Christmas. Let's just give away to the kids. This is actually, I'm sorry, folks, the fire department float. These kids are the sons and daughters and grandkids, in some cases, of the dedicated volunteers of the Hammonton Fire Department. I should note, folks, that these are a lot of the kids that get left home at night a lot of times, you know, when their fathers and mothers sometimes come out to fight a fire. So it's good to give them a little bit of something to, you know, reward them for their parents' sacrifice. This is Hammonton Engine 97. This obviously isn't being judged. This is what I call our duty crew pumper, Jim. I spoke about it earlier. The duty crew pumper is set up in the event that there's a fire. These guys in this truck are going to go straight to the fire so the parade can continue. It's good to have their dedication. They look ready to go. It's really great to have them out here with us tonight. This is coming next is our second duty crew, Engine 98. We actually double up for redundancy and have 2 engines on reserve in the event of a fire. This is Engine 98 from station number 2. We're really glad to have them. It's good to see them out here tonight. Give a big wave to the guys from Engine 98. It's really good to have them out here. All right, folks, coming up in the red Mustang, looks like Councilman Rock Calicerno, Mayor John DiDonato. He's actually going to join us up here on the judging stand shortly to get into the judging. Hopefully they'll stop for him. There you go. That's a hell of a jump, Mr. Mayor. Thank you. All right, Councilman, good seeing you. Thanks for coming. Followed up here, looks like freeholder Joe Kelly. Joe Kelly, great friend of Hammonton, resident, I believe, of Collins Lakes. Joe Kelly, good friend of Hammonton. We're glad to have him out here again. Freeholder Joe Kelly, thank you. Thank you. Looks like our next entrant here, Jim, is this is going to be entrant number 8. It's the Cub Scout pack number 58. This is parade entry number 8, the Cub Scouts number 58.
It's always great to see the youth. That's what it's all about, this Christmas parade.
Let's give away to the kids from the Cub Scouts. It's really great.
Let's hear it, folks, for them. Well, what are we looking at here,
This
John?
looks like the Hammonton Assembly of God Church, parade entry number 2. The Hammonton Assembly of God Church, I believe. They have a nice float in the back here with the trailer. We're really glad to have them back this year. We appreciate them coming out. It's great to see the Hammonton Assembly of God Church. Just give them a big wave. Thank you for coming. Let's give the kids a wave. Looks like they have a nice nativity scene set up on the trailer, Jim. Looks really good. We're being judged as parade entrant number 2.
John, we have the mayor here if he wants to say just a few words.
Certainly. Let's welcome our Mayor, John DiDonato.
a great night for a parade. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight, and the fire department does a great job. And Merry Christmas to everybody.
Thank you, John. We're glad to have you this year. Next is the Farmington Fire Company, entrant number 1. This is actually a two-part entry. It's the first truck in the beginning and the second truck. Our friends from Farmington come up, participate, come all the way from Egg Harbor Township, I believe, to come up and partake in the Christmas parade with us. They're being judged as entrant number 1. Looks like, let's see, they got a lot of lights on the truck, a lot of Dr. Seuss theming. I'm impressed. Looks like they actually have, Jim, the Grinch that Stole Christmas on the top of their truck.
Well, congratulations, folks. Boy, that's an excellently decorated engine that's coming in right now, and I know a lot of work went into it.
Jim, it looks like the guys from Farmington really spent a lot of time getting this thing ready. They've got the Grinch that Stole Christmas and the Cat in the Hat on top of their fire truck. Let's have a hand for the guys from Farmington being judged as parade entry number 1. That's really great to have them here. Looks like it took a lot of time there. It took a lot of time by the Farmington Volunteer Fire Company. That's great, guys. Thanks for coming up. We appreciate having you. It's glad to have you. Actually, they were here very early, Jim. They were parked out at registration before it even opened. A couple guys that called me and said that they were there. So it's great to have them. Looks like our next parade entry is going to be the Victory Bible Church, located here in Hammonton. Victory Bible Church, they're friends of the Hammonton Fire Department. There's a lot of folks from the Bible Church that volunteer at the block party for us every year, and we're glad to have them. Looks like they've got quite the crowd here. They've got a van, and they might have a truck behind them. Hammonton Assembly of God Church. Looks like they have quite a few kids out tonight. Quite a good showing from the Assembly of God, or from the Victory Bible. I'm sorry, Victory Bible Church. Let's give them a wave. How are you? Thanks for coming out. They're being judged as parade entry number 3. Victory Bible Church, parade entry number 3. They've got quite the setup here. They've got their van, and then they've got the cab over flatbed truck here with Whoville on it. For those of you that are familiar with Whoville, that's the Dr. Seuss, the town that the Grinch that Stole Christmas takes place in. Let's give a wave to the kids. Looks like they're a little cold out there, Jim, but I think they're more excited than anything.
Well, that's basically that's what Christmas is all about. Christmas. We're all kids at Christmas time, I know that. But see kids smiling,
certainly, Jim. It's great to have Victory Bible out here with us. We're really glad that they're here. Really glad they brought out a real good showing. I see the pastor. It's good that he came out. We're glad to see everybody. That's really nice. Looks like following up the church here, we've got the Folsom Fire Department being judged as parade entry number 7. Parade entry number 7, the Folsom Volunteer Fire Department. Our friends from just up the road in Folsom. It's good to see them down here in Hammonton. We know it's a short trip, but we appreciate you coming. That's really great. They've got a nice scene on top. It's looking real good, Jim. I like what they did.
How about this one? This West Berlin Fire.
Oh, West Berlin, Jim. I remember West Berlin from last year. They took home a trophy last year, and it looks like they've come to play again this year. With all the lights, it looks like they took a lot of time, Jim. They really spent a lot of time on this truck. It's all shined up. It's glistening here on Bellevue Avenue with all the Christmas lights. It's looking really good. I'd like to welcome back our friends from West Berlin. We don't fight fire with them that often. They're a little bit far away, but we're glad to have them nonetheless, and we're glad they're here. Following up West Berlin, Jim, it looks like it's the Minatola Rescue Squad up the street in Minatola. It's good to see that they're down here again. They've been a favorite with us. They've been back, let's see, for the past 3 years they've been at the Hammonton Volunteer Fire Department Christmas Parade. It's great to see Minatola. It looks like Minatola's not judging this year. They're not participating or competing for a trophy, but nonetheless, we're glad to have them.
Thanks for your participation.
Next is the Landisville Fire Company number 1. Looks like they're engine 1110. They're out here tonight participating, not being judged, but they are participating, folks. It's really good to see our guys from Landisville out here. We normally run into Landisville at the Tanker Task Force drills, Jim. And just to give a little bit of firematics for a moment, we have in Atlantic County the Tanker Task Force Alpha and Bravo Division. When there's a fire in an area where there is not hydrants, they activate the Tanker Task Force at the county level. The county fire coordinators and our friends at County Emergency Management get the Tanker Task Force out, and we start to see our friends from the neighboring counties come in and bring us the much needed water at the fire, Jim. Let's see here, behind Landisville, it looks like we've got the Nesco Volunteer Fire Department. good friends of ours at Nesco. Fight fire with them more often than not. Looks like Nesco's engine 16-2. Nesco's being judged as entrant number 15. Parade entry number 15 is the Nesco Fire Department. Good to see that they're back here with us, our friends from Nesco.
Nice job, Nesco.
They do a great job. I tell you, for a small department, they're really great. They really come out and help. We're always glad to see them, especially at a fire.
Well, you know, one of the nice things, John, in seeing all these fire departments here, the town of volunteers, you know, volunteerism has not died. It's still alive and well here in South Jersey, especially in our area. And to see all these people that give their time, you know, strictly as volunteers to protect the community, and we'd like to thank them for all the work they've done over the years.
That's right, Jim. Just passing us now is the Dorothy EMS, parade entry number 17, Dorothy EMS. Glad to see them out here. You know, Jim, it's good you talk about volunteerism. The Hammonton Fire Department has been completely 100% volunteer since its inception in 1886. A lot of tradition there, Jim, and a lot of volunteerism. Looks like we've got Hammonton Karate, parade entrant number 4, being judged as number 4. Hammonton Karate. Looks like they've got their dragon on top. The dragon that stole Christmas. Hammonton Karate is a local business based here on Bellevue Avenue. Looks like they've got a lot of their kids on the float tonight. Hi kids, how are you? Thanks for coming out. It's good to see a lot of the kids and their parents here from the Hammonton Karate, downtown Hammonton Karate. That's really great.
So far,
Well, we got a little break here. I'd like to once again remind you, as John has reminded you, we're back at the Fire Company number 1 following the parade. Free coffee and hot dogs and pastries and everything else. And Santa Claus, they're going to take some pictures. So that's all for free. Come on out and enjoy yourself following the parade. John?
Thank you, Jim. Looks like we've got, this looks like Tom Brown in the old Ward LaFrance, folks. This engine was originally a piece used in Fire Company number 1. In fact, back when they were on Bellevue Avenue here.
I remember that.
This truck got quite a bit of use. I tell you, Tom Brown, he's a member of ours at station number 2. Guy puts his heart and soul into this truck. Spends a lot of time getting this truck back to mint condition as it is right now. It's a beautiful piece, Jim.
Tom,
it's really good to see Tom out here with us. Tom's a dedicated volunteer. He's got many years of service in the Hammonton Fire Department in many different capacities. We're always glad to see him. Looks like judged as number 13, parade number entry 13 is the New Jersey Forest Fire Service. Great to see the guys from Forest Fire out with their old Dodge Power Wagon. That truck's looking real good. Of course, they've got Smokey the Bear, Jim. You know, it's another thing I should mention, our partnership with the Forest Fire Service, especially in the summer season. In the event of a forest fire, the guys from the State Forest Fire come down, give us a hand. They've got a lot of knowledge and technology behind fighting forest fires and do a great job at it. Let's see, next year we've got the Collins Lakes Fire Department. Looks like we've got the Chief here, driving by. Chief, good to see you. Good to see our friends from Collins Lakes. Collins Lakes is here with their heavy rescue fire truck. Doesn't appear that they're being judged this year, but they're here participating nonetheless from Buena Vista Township. Glad to have you all out here. Collins Lakes is back usually every year, and we're glad to have you. Looks like Collins Lakes has another piece here tonight. They've got their tanker. Collins Lakes, they've got this truck decorated up pretty well, in fact. Looks really good. Looks like tanker 23-1. They're here tonight with us, folks. They're joining us in the Christmas parade. It's good to see them. Quite a bit of work done there on the pump panel with the Christmas lights. Looking real good, Collins Lakes. We appreciate it. Folks, if you can hear me over the siren, it's pretty loud. There we go, guys. Thank you. It's Collins Lakes. Looks like they have their water rescue unit. I tell you, I thought I was going to take a break with the siren there, but we appreciate it. We appreciate Collins Lakes coming out. Collins Lakes EMS, they're here tonight. Collins Lakes EMS, and Collins Lakes, the fire department handles both EMS and fire. It's good to see them out here again with us also.
I have to introduce this one.
Certainly, Jim.
My good buddy Carmen Martino, Sal Velarde, and all the gang, the Eagle Gang, and the Eagle Bus.
Jim, it looks like Salvis is in the building. Being judged as number 10, the Eagle 2, Carmen Martino, Peach Street. Sal Velarde, a.k.a. Salvis of Peach Street. Looks like they're out here again. We love to have them every year. It's really great. Wait a minute. Looks like they're stopped. Looks like Salvis is getting off. He may be getting off the back of the bus, folks. It looks pretty good. Jim, I think he's going to pay us a visit. It's the king. It's the king, folks. Let's have a hand for Salvis. Let's get a hand for the king, everybody. Woo! Salvis.
Carmen keeps them chained back there. It takes time.
Oh, certainly, I tell
to
you.
get the shackles off.
Takes time. They got a lot of hard work goes into the bus every year. It's really good to see Carmen out here with us, along with Salvis. Looks like Salvis is interacting with the crowd a little bit. Those of you at home are watching Salvis hand out his scarf for everybody. This parade stops for Salvis, folks. Everything stops in Hammonton for Salvis. Salvis stops all things. It's great to have him. All right, there he is. Salvis, a few words. Salvis saying hello to our Chief Emeritus, Jack Donio, who's on the street in front of the judge's stand. There it is. He's throwing up his scarf, ladies and gentlemen. Salvis. Thank you for coming, Salvis. Great to see him. Great to see all the guys with the Eagle, too. We're glad to have you.
All right, Carmen, put the shackles back on.
Folks, Salvis has left the building. Well, let's see here if we can get the bus back going here. I tell you, we'll continue on with the parade. Yes, folks, Salvis has stopped the entire Christmas parade for a great performance. Thank you, Carmen. We love seeing you, Carmen. Thanks for coming. Carmen Martino, another friend of the fire department, great guy. Good to see him out here with us. See, Sal, thank you. Being judged as number 14, we've got freeholder Jim Curcio. 5th District freeholder James Curcio being judged as number 14 with his Dr. Seuss theme with the Grinch That Stole Christmas. Good to have you out here, Jim Curcio, local Hammonton guy. He's our 5th District freeholder. Thank you, Jim. Looks like parade entry number 12, Ed Lavelle in a Jim. I will defer to you because I'm really not sure what kind of car that is.
You got me too. That passed me by after I got rid of my 1957 Chevrolet.
Let's see, entry number 9. It's going to be, Luis Bernardo Sr. Jim, again, I believe that's a Pontiac GTO. The crowd is screaming at me, it's a GTO. Just to follow up, our friends from Elwood, engine 16.3 from the Elwood Fire Department, station 160. Good to have Elwood here from Mulligan Township. We work real close with them, especially during the fire.
When you're talking about Folsom and Collins Lakes and Elwood and Nesco, they're all part of the greater Hammonton area. Winslow Township, I'm sure you work with these guys all the time.
Oh, the guys from Winslow Township are true professionals. They're really great. They come out anytime we need them. We give them a call. They come ready to work for mutual aid. We go to help them on a pretty regular basis. We have a real good working relationship with them. A lot of good people in Winslow Township. Somerdale, parade entry number 18. The Somerdale Fire Department, Jim. Looks like they've got their truck pretty much decorated up this Whoville. I'm impressed. The Grinch That Stole Christmas definitely visited Somerdale. Thanks for coming out, guys. The Somerdale Fire Department looks like one of their chief vehicles. Good to see them. Definitely good to have them out here. Well, folks, all the way from Malaga, Jim. Going to be the Malaga Volunteer Fire Company number 1. Their engine 4344. It's good to see them out again also. Our friends all the way from Malaga, thanks for coming down to Hammonton, guys. We appreciate it all the way from Franklin Township. That's really great. Following up the Malaga Fire Department, Jim, looks like we have the bus from the Heritage Assisted Living. A lot of great folks that live at the Heritage Assisted Living. Actually, annually, every year, we do a disaster drill there at the fire department. We get to meet a lot of the residents and plan for what we hope will never happen at the Heritage, but we plan nonetheless. That's a big part of being a firefighter, training and planning. That's one of the things that we do. There they are. Thank you for coming, Heritage Assisted Living. Looks like our friends from the Hammonton Airport are out here tonight, being judged as number 27, parade entry 27. Thank you. It's parade entry number 27, the Hammonton Airport. Looks like they put a little decoration up for us. 80 contract out at the airport.
See, they got their snow plow down. It's a shame we're going to get snow tonight.
Oh, they're ready to go at the airport. Jim, I tell you, we were out there for an incident about 2 months ago now. It's really working close with the airport guys. A lot of good people working at the airport.
A little entertainment now.
Hey, looks like we've got the Golden Crowns, Jim. Golden Crowns are here to put on a little mummer entertainment for everybody at home and here on Bellevue Avenue. Good to see them here, I tell you. Heck of a group, the Golden Crowns. Golden Crowns being judged as number 23. Great entry number 23, the Golden Crowns. Yes, I think the leader of the Golden Crowns just kissed one of my firefighters, it looks like. A lot of fun at the Golden Crowns. They're really happy to be here. All excited people, they're ready to go. They're definitely ready to go with the Golden Crowns. We're back, Jim. Looks like we've got our next set of parade entries. Wow, the guys at the Golden Crowns are taking it seriously. I'm impressed. They're really into this thing, folks. It's really great to see them out here. A lot of hard work. Let's see, Jim. Next, we've got the Cecil Volunteer Fire Department. Looks like we've got the chief first leading the entrance here. Good to see our friends from Cecil out here, just up the street from Collins Lakes. Thanks for coming, Chief. We're glad to have you. Looks like Cecil brought quite a few pieces out this year. We're glad to see that. Looks like they've got their engine 2952 from Cecil, Monroe Township. Glad to have them out here with us.
I'll tell you, I'm really impressed with all the equipment we see here tonight. It's unbelievable.
You know, Jim, it's one thing I should mention. All the fire trucks that have gone by so far, they're all volunteer fire departments. I haven't seen a paint department come out here yet. It's really good to see, as you said, Jim, that volunteerism is alive and well. Cecil being judged as number 24, for those of you keeping score.
And the amount of fire companies, not only from Hammonton, but within the immediate Hammonton area. You talk about Cecil and Collins Lakes and Mesco and Folsom, Mulligan Township and Winslow, Elm.
You're right, Jim. There's very few paid fire departments down here in the Western Land County area, South Jersey. Most of us are volunteer, and it's good to see that when there's something bad happening, you get a great turnout to really, help people in their time of need. Let's see, Cecil's got their brush truck, 2953. In addition, they've got their next engine here. Looks like an old Mack. It's definitely quite an old piece there, Jim. Looks real good, though. Jim, it looks like they've got the next engine here, engine 2951, an old Mack. That's a heck of a good-looking truck, I tell you. Decorated up for the Christmas this year. What year is that truck, guys? That's a 1972 Mack. It's good to see it's still in service. It's a beautiful truck. I'm sorry, it's been a 74. I stand corrected. Thank you, guys. Looks like they've got the Cecil Fire Police here and an old Jim. I will defer to you, Jim. This is some type of old ambulance. I'm not sure what it might be. Well, it's a Chevrolet, it looks like.
I got it from Joe Giraldo. That's a 65
66?
Yeah. I stopped counting after 1951.
What year? What year is that piece, guys? 2956. 65, 1965. Gotta hand it to Joe Giraldo.
Joe knows.
Here's the Grinch that stole Christmas and his dog. Check out the dog, Jim, with the horns on. That's really great. Good to see him. That's really great. This looks like, let's see, parade entry. Let's see, if you can hold up your sheet so we can see your number. Looks like you're number 16. The Girl Scout Troop 5713. The Girl Scouts number 5713 out here in Hammonton. Sneeches on the beach.
Nice beach scene in the middle of the cold winter.
That's great. I tell you, that's really great. Took a lot of thought. Thanks, kids. We really appreciate you coming out. Who's next, folks? It looks like,
Look at the lights on this one.
Jim, they took a lot of time with this truck. Looking really good. They've got quite the little go-kart here. Let's see what we've got here next. Weymouth Volunteer Fire Department. This is their engine number 1842. Also looks like quite an old piece, Jim. We're going to call that a, if I can get a year, parade entry number 20, Weymouth Fire Company. We're going to call that a, I want to say 70s. What year? 1960. Wow, way off. 1962. it's great to see that piece is still in service, still on the road. You know, Jim, it's a labor of love for a lot of guys in the fire service to restore old trucks.
Right.
And get them back as showpieces.
Every company likes to have one antique piece or something to show off.
Certainly, Jim. Looks like we've got our first dance group of the night, Jim.
Dance Explosion. We'll let them get the
Paul Dance Explosion, folks.
a little camera time and
Yeah, certainly. Go ahead, Paul Morris.
Przedstawiaющий из России подарок смеха.
Jim, heck of a performance from Paul Morris, Dance Explosion. What do you say?
Very good. I enjoyed it. And I think that that final explosion of something here, confetti and stuff, that they let us have is well placed.
6, Jim, it looks like we have Stars Baseball being judged as parade entry number 6, Stars Baseball. Good to see them out here tonight on the phone, sponsored by ML Lubricant Construction and Safety. They're being judged as number 6. Parade entry number 6. Number 6. Stars Baseball team. Jim, I'm going to guess that they're a traveling or some type of traveling baseball team or a soccer team or an AAU team. Looks like baseball, Jim. Looks like a good group of boys there. Looks like they're really ready for the action, don't you think?
As soon as the weather breaks, they'll have the bat and balls out, ready to go again.
Followed up by the Stars, it looks like we've got the Hammonton High School Band. Thank you for coming, guys. Looks like we've got the Hammonton High School Band under the direction of teacher Jesse Langston. Hammonton High School's band. I tell you, we've got a great band here in Hammonton. They do a really great job.
Let's give a listen. Let's hear it from the Hammonton High School Band, the marching band, directed by Matt DiDonato.
It's good to have the Hammonton band back, Jim. They're always great. We love to hear them. Next, we're going to have the Dance Magic Dance Company, Jim. Looks like Dance Magic's one of our 3 dance studios here in Hammonton. They're back again this year for another round, Jim. Being judged as parade entry number 25. Hammonton Dance Magic, number 25. Let's have a listen, Jim.
John. That was spectacular. We have a lot of talent here in Hammonton, and talent we should be proud of. Girls did a great job.
You're absolutely right, Jim. The young ladies here at in the town of Hammonton and the local area that participate with the 3 local dance companies really do a great job. The choreography, it's all first class. Parade entry number 22, Galloway Township EMS. Parade entry number 22. Jim, I have to tell you, Jim, I'm impressed. Galloway Township EMS has a horse-drawn buggy tonight. That's something I've yet to see at the Hammonton Volunteer Fire Department Christmas Parade. They have their own horse-drawn buggy. Wow. That's really impressive.
Classic.
They've got the Grinch That Stole Christmas and the horse.
Very good.
That's impressive. That's great. Galloway Township EMS. Glad to have him here with us. Parade entry number 22.
The horse has been very patient, too.
Oh, the horse definitely looks like it's in a good mood. I think the horse is very happy to be here, Jim. Parade entry, it looks like following up here, parade entry number 26. Number 26, Hammonton Rescue Squad. Our friends from the Rescue Squad here in Hammonton serving the community at the fire department. We often work very closely with the Rescue Squad, and we're glad to have them. Parade entry number 26, the Hammonton Rescue Squad with their heavy rescue vehicle, Rescue 9, is here to protect the residents of Hammonton and those that will travel through in our automobile. Looks like we've got Hammonton Tanker 9 from the Hammonton Fire Department. This is Tanker 9. Jim, just a little bit of firematics again. The use of a tanker is to bring water to a fire where there's no hydrant service. Here in Hammonton, we don't have hydrant service everywhere, so we have to use the tanker. We set up the portable dump tanks in the ponds, and we get it going with the tanker.
How many gallons is that thing?
It's an invaluable piece to have. I want to say, I believe it's 2,500 gallons. I believe former Assistant Chief Ralph Pern is down the street in front of me. He might correct me on that, but I'm almost sure it's either 2,500 or 3,500 gallons. Next is Hammonton Tower 9. This is our tower ladder, Tower 9. It's a great piece, Jim. It's a 100-foot ladder, and it's articulated often by our Chief Emeritus, Jack Donio. It's not the height of the tower, but the reach. What that does is, Jim, it allows us to reach out over top of a building as opposed to just straight up to the 3rd floor. It's a great piece of apparatus that saves a lot of lives, both firefighters and people in their homes and businesses. Looks like, Jim, what do we have here?
Well, let's get a little closer. It's the Hammonton entrant from the Hammonton Fire Company number 2, would that be?
That would be engine 95, but looks like on top of engine 95, folks, looks like Santa Claus has made his annual arrival here in Hammonton. It's good to see Santa here in Hammonton for all the kids.
I have to put the glasses on.
Certainly, Jim. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from the fire department to all of you. Good to have you out here, Santa. Thanks for coming. Looks like we're bringing up the end of the parade here, Jim. It's Hammonton Cascade 9, another piece of apparatus we have. A lot of the guys in these trucks right now have been out in the street doing traffic all night, Jim. Let's have a hand for them. They've been out in the cold, directing traffic. They've been out there helping people.
Well,
let's have a hand for them.
As we conclude the parade, John, let's remind the folks again that everything goes back to Fire Company number 1. For those of you who may not know exactly where it is, across the railroad tracks, take a left 1 block down. We're going to have free coffee and hot dogs and pastries, and Santa will be there taking pictures, and it should be a grand time for all. It's free, it's for everybody. Come on out and enjoy yourself, and I think there will be the announcement of the winners of the parade, right?
Absolutely, Jim, you're right. We're going to be picking our winners in the different contests and the different sections of the parade judging, and we'll be announcing them. Jim, looks like we're going to bring the parade to a close here. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming out to the 9th Annual Hammonton Volunteer Fire Department Christmas Parade. And on behalf of the Chief of the Fire Department and all the membership of the Fire Department, thank you for coming, and good night, folks. Thank you.
How you doing? I'm not mad at you. I'm very busy. Yeah, that's what I'm trying. I don't